Hey, good morning. I woke up this morning, I had a thought. I want to do, starting every Friday, camper conversations. And camper conversations is going to be based on different things and topics that we talk about and we look at in our real life relationship group. This group, thank you for being here. So, camper conversation, is going to discuss different topics, different thoughts, processes, male, female, all of those things coming from different genders in their thought process. So first of all, I want to say, disclaimer, I am not a relationship expert. I'm a woman, a black woman, living this life, doing this thing. So, I'm in my camper conversation. I'm in my camper. So I want to start doing this like every Friday because during the week, there are different memes and there are different topics that come up and people post and I post. And I want you guys to post more. Feel free to post suggestions to the group of things you want to talk about or just something funny. I like to do funny things, serious things. No male or female bashing. I try my best to stay away from things like that. And sometimes people take it in that manner. But please understand and know that is not the intention. But every Friday, if you guys would join me, I'm going to do camper conversations. Thank you. Okay. Camper conversations. So, a topic came up this week. I made a post, and the post said, until you're married, you are single. That was posted yesterday, about a day ago. And there were quite a bit of comments on it. And one comment stood out to me. And again, I'm going to say again, I do not proclaim to be a relationship expert. That's not my thing. Again, I'm just a black woman living this life, doing this thing. Ups, downs, all of it. So the topic was single. You're single. Let me get it right. Until you're married, you are single. And someone made a comment. And the comment pretty much The comment pretty much was saying that I don't need a piece of paper to say that I am married. I don't need paperwork to show or to say that I am married. It's a certain mindset. So, this is my personal take on this, you guys. This is my personal take on this. Sorry, got interrupted a little bit. But this is my personal take on this. Again, not an expert on this. This is my personal opinion. This is my thought. So, my response was, I understand what you're saying. I told the person I understood what they're saying. But try to come with that in a court of law. So, if we're saying, I don't need a piece of paper to say that I'm married. I don't need a piece of paper to do this or do that. I said, there is an order of law we follow in this world. Like it or not. We follow order of law. So why is it that people say this when it comes to marriage, but not property rights, business contracts, payroll benefits, etc., etc.? You wouldn't dare leave all those important things up to chance. Keep getting calls in. You wouldn't leave those important things up to chance. So why someone's life? We get into relationships and we want to take our relationships, the most important parts of our lives, because we're dealing with each other, we're dealing with humans, and we want to take those things and say, well, I don't have to do this, and I don't have to do that, and I shouldn't do this, and I shouldn't do that. You're right. You don't have to do anything. But if you make a commitment to a person, and I think this may reign more for women than men, as far as wanting to get married, some women that want to get married or whatever, and, you're in a relationship and you're with someone for years and they don't want to get married. They have no intentions of marrying you, but you're doing everything in life that show what a married couple would do. And again, paperwork. But this is my thing. Again, you would not come into contracts. You would not buy a home without a contract. You can't say, oh, I have the money, I like this car, and you buy the car, and you still don't have contracts that you don't have to sign. There has to be a promissory agreement. There has to be something to say, if you don't pay your car note, we can take this car. And again, please understand, I'm not comparing people with material things. But reality is, we live in a land that has laws. You cannot have a divorce happen. You cannot separate and not have some legal terminology or legal terms that have to come into play to take care of these things. You cannot be you cannot be living with a person for years, and this is no disrespect to people who choose to do that. That is your choice. Everyone has a free will of choice. That is your choice. No disrespect to that. But my take on it is, you're living with a person. Say, for example, you're living with a person for 15 years, 10 years, whatever, and this person dies. Unless they have a will, unless they have something showing that you have the rights to that home y'all bought together, to that car, to certain things, contracts. There are things that have to be in place. Unless those things are written out, you cannot go to the court, or you cannot go to the any place and say, hey, he said I could have this. She said I could have this. We bought this together. They're going to ask you, where's your paperwork? Where's your signed agreement? Where's your contract? Those things have a place. They have a place. I'm sorry, they have a place. And love, we love one another. What's love got to do with it? Not saying love should be included, but understand, what does love have to do with it? You can't go and say, I loved him, he loved me, she loved me, I loved her, this is mine now. Doesn't work like that. And then you separate, the relationship ends, and then what? What's mine? What's hers? What's his? So what I'm saying is, and all I'm saying is, for me personally, your opinion is your opinion. And I want us to understand that we can disagree and still respect one another. So my thought on this, my take on this, and my opinion is, try to go and get a car without signing a contract and think it's yours. Try to buy a home without signing a contract and think it's yours. So why would we not put something in place for the person that we're saying is the most important in our lives, the person that we're sharing our lives with? Make that person your spouse. And if you're not ready to do that, you're not ready to do that. And you need to understand why you're not ready to do that. And they need to understand, and give them an opportunity to make their decision on what they choose to do in that relationship or not. But the moment I hear, I don't need no paperwork, once we consummate this relationship, once we're together, we're sexual, we're building a home, we have this, we have that, we have children, what do we need paperwork for? Your home, your children, your cars, your business ventures, all of those things. Because let's be totally transparent, because everybody knows that that's me, Miss Transparent, and I don't have a problem with sharing things. When I got married, I requested a prenup. Have your thought and opinion on that too? I requested a prenup. I have a business built blood, sweat, and tears by myself. And not that I felt like this person was trying to take what I had, but I wanted to secure that part of what I had. So there was a contract. There was a prenuptial agreement that said what I come into this with is mine. That's my business. What we add together, I was willing and ready to do that. I was ready to do that. And not to say what I built for my business wouldn't benefit my family. My personal opinion, my personal thought, my personal decision was to want a prenup. And we had a prenup. I'm not going to speak any more on that, but all is well. So, when you come to the decision of trying to decide, when you come to the point, sorry, of trying to decide, are we going to get married or not? Is it necessary? Do we need to get married to live this life together? Think about those things. Think about, it's not about me trying to control you. It's not about me trying to have my way, but it's about us securing what we have in this world, on this earth, because this earth exists with laws. And we have to follow those laws and rules whether we like it or not. So why not make the biggest decision, the most precious decision, the greatest decision in your life come together under the law? So your spouse can get everything you want for them to have, especially in the event of your untimely death or your death. Love on each other. Camper Conversations. Join me every Friday. And hopefully they won't go this long. And I'm going to try to keep them at 10 minutes. All right? Post, share, love, because I want your life to be better than mine.